Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and I am back with another fantastic Tinkercad tutorial, so let's get cracking. A user on the Facebook had a question about how to modify this in Tinkercad. Friends, let me show you how to make it happen. So first things first, we do need to download the files. There are two of them. You could get it as a single zip, but I like to download them separately, and I know this is the one I want to play with. With it downloaded, I'm simply going to Tinkercad. I'm going to create a brand new 3D design gear hanger. And I'll even put the baseball because it's built for a baseball bat. And then we're going to choose import, and we're going to choose that STL file. I'm going to grab the Caddy V5 and keep all the measurements and just choose import. You'll notice that will fit nifty for a bat. We are simply going to fill it in and add a different name. So first, when you bring out the box, if you set it here, it'll be on top. We really want to set it down on the work plane, and I'll let you see the difference of that. I'm going to quickly hit delete for that one. I'm going to simply stretch this to be the exact size as that hole. And then we want to match the height. Now this is tricky because we can't measure this height because we've got the hole object. So I'm just going to bring it down until it's flat. That is not perfect. So it's a tiny bit less. I'm going to try 3.9. That didn't fit. Let's try 3.8. And when we do Control G, all right, so we've got this little ghost image here. Let me show you why. If we double click, we are editing. We did 3.8 and it wasn't quite perfect. Not sure why the user chose these numbers, but watch this. If we do 3.81, and then click out here, and the name is gone, and we're ready for the next step. Bring out text, it cruises on top, type in your name. I'm going to put Ted, I'll leave it all caps. I'm going to push it through with a hole, and then when you select the two, you can do L for a line. I want that to be in the middle. You can make it larger if you want it. I'm going to use something called Alt-Shift, so it scales around the middle. And then when you select it, watch this error we have. If we do Control G to group, the D would fall out, the center of the D. Now you could just build your own little supports. I'm going to push that down to the work plane. I want to set it down here instead of cruising it. If I hit D, it'll drop. I can use the black handle to stretch it across. Make it a little shorter. And then you can use the arrows, and when you do Control G, now those letters would all group and that D would stay there. Now there are other tricks you can do. If we ungroup this and we just delete that little piece I made, we could also, if we double click and edit, we could raise this up. I'm going to first hit D to drop and then do Control up a couple clicks. And now we won't have any issues because it does not cut all the way through. We could also use a smarter font. If we click over here and we type script, SCR, it gives us this script text. Notice this is a favorite. That makes it easier to find. Once you turn those on, you can always switch to your favorites and bring them back. Notice I have quite a few favorites, so I have to do the more shapes several times until I can get it. Now this one right here would not have anything falling off. That would be fine. They also have a cool one in here called stencil. It also would not have any pieces falling off. You simply double click, change it to your name. I'm going to put Williams just because it's funny. Since Ted was a famous baseball player, then I'm going to ungroup this. Move this a little further up. And we'll put the Williams underneath it. Just like the Hall of Famer was actually on my team, which would be really cool. Once again, I'm going to select them all, do L for a line, make that one the boss, put them in the middle, turn this one into a hole, push it all the way through, and when we select it all and do Control G, you've got your equipment holder all set up, and now you've got a couple options for normal text, or you could also use a stencil so you don't have to worry about pieces falling out. Friends, I imported the second one. Notice this one had numbers. Real quickly, let's fill it in as well. Simply bringing over that cube, stretching it past. Look at it from an angle, 3.81. Let's see if that matches up. We need to press D to drop. There it is, smooth as can be. Control G to group, and bam, and there you have, ready to cut out your letters, indent your letters, or don't forget this. Friends, you could also have the numbers poke out. It is so simple. They drop on top automatically because of cruising. Pick your number. I'm going to go 78. I am going to do shift stretch to get it the size I want. And then I'm going to ask for them to poke out 3 millimeters. Click somewhere else. Finally, select it. L for a line. And bingo, we want it in the middle. Finally, group it. Awesome 3D printed bat holder, glove holder, helmet holder that you can use zip ties to attach to the fence at the ballpark. Friends, I do want to take a moment to remind you about my website, HLModTech.com. I've got a page dedicated to Tinkercad with a ton of amazing categories, and then down below that you'll find the day one favorites, the useful starters, and some Tinkercad essentials. Of course, I also want to remind you about the sweet built-in messaging tool. You can click that button, add your question, comment, or suggestion, and reach out to me almost instantly. Friends, please also note there is a link to the Tinkercad community Discord. As you can see, there are a ton of members, and it's a fantastic place to talk everything Tinkercad. Finally, friends, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also hit that share button so more people can learn about HLModTech. Of course, friends, you absolutely make my day if you take time to leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.